Hi, boys and girls. How are you doing today? I want to start off our work together today with a little bit of calendar. This is going to sound familiar to you. We used to do this every day. Yesterday was Sunday. Tomorrow will be Tuesday. Today is Monday, April 13th, 2020. Now, I'd like for you to go and get yourself something to write on and something to write with. So grab a paper, a pencil, a marker, a crayon, because we have some work to do, okay? Pause the video, go get yourself something to write on and something to write with. All right, now, I have some scrambled up sight words for you. So O-L-O-K is not one of our sight words. If you tried to read that, it would sound like nonsense. Unscramble those letters and discover one of our sight words. Just wanted to make sure I was recording. Okay, next one. E-I-L-K. What the heck is that? Not any sight word that I know. Unscramble those letters and it will be a sight word. V-E-H-A. It's a sight word if you unscramble the letters. And one more, O-Y-U. You might know that one without even having to write those letters down. Now, I have a few math problems for you. I'm going to model the first one, and then I want you to try the next two on your own, okay? Here's the first problem. There were 15 children in a kindergarten class. 7 of the children were girls. The rest were boys. How many boys were in the class? Well, let's see what information I have here. 15 children in a class. Sounds like that's how many kids there were all together. 7 of the children were girls, and the rest were boys. Oh, so I have one of the parts here, 7 girls, but I don't have how many are boys, so I'm missing that part. Well, I could use a part whole mat. I could draw a picture. I think I'm going to draw a picture, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. I have a good idea for this. So I'm going to just draw, these are going to be little faces. These are the kids' faces, we'll pretend, or their heads. I'm not going to put faces on them. Remember, when you draw to solve a math problem, it's not a masterpiece. It's not your best work. It's just a quick sketch to help you solve the question. So I want to start off with 15 children here. I'm doing my best to organize them. It's a little tricky when you're using a computer mouse, but I think that's pretty good. Maybe I'll just, let's see, can I scoot this guy over a little bit? Let's scoot it over just a little bit. Okay, so there's 15 kids in the class. Now, I do know that 7 of the kids are girls. So I could do a few things to show that 7 of these kids are girls. I could put G's for girl in 7 of these circles. I could draw faces and maybe do some hair, long hair for the girls and maybe some short hair for the boys. But I think what's going to be easiest, I'm just going to color them. So I think I'll do red for girls and blue for boys. So let's see, 7 of the children were girls. So I need to make 7 of these kids girls. There we go, there's 5 and 2 more, there's 7 girls. That means that the rest of these are boys. Let's make these the boys. And you can do this with markers or crayons, or you could use the idea of the G's and the B's for the girls and the boys, or the faces if you wanted. So now all I have to do to see how many kids are boys is just count. Well, I know this is 5 and then 3 more. So there's 8 boys in the class. Now I want to write a sentence to match this. So my sentence is going to say 15, because that's the whole, minus the 7 girls is 8. And the answer is, how many boys were in the class? 8 boys. Okay, so that's how we model a question like that. Now, here's one for you to try on your own. And I would like you to try to use the part-whole model for this, okay? I had 13 jelly beans. 8 of them were cherry, the rest were lemon. How many lemon jelly beans did I have? All right, first thing we want to do is think about what information we have. We know that there were 13 jelly beans. That is our whole. 8 of them were cherry. So out of those 13 jelly beans, 8 of them were cherry. That is a part. The rest of them were lemon. How many lemon jelly beans did I have? So I want you to go ahead and give that a try. Let's do 13. And don't color them in. Just 13. You can use maybe an oval shape like this. 13 of them. And then we can make 8 of them cherry and move them down to the part. The rest are lemon. Here's where our lemon jelly beans will go. And then try to write a subtraction sentence to go with it. Okay? Go ahead and give that one a try. Pause the video and give it a try. All right, I have one more subtraction question for you that I would like for you to model. In my garden, I saw 11 flowers. There were butterflies on 6 of them. How many flowers did not have a butterfly? So you could solve this many different ways. You could do a part-whole. You could draw a picture like I did with the boys and girls and color in those flowers with flowers that had butterflies, flowers that did not. You could also draw a little something to show where the butterflies were and where they were not. Why don't you give this one a try? 11 flowers, butterflies on 6 of them. How many flowers did not have a butterfly? Okay, go ahead, give it a try. All right, word ladder here for you. The only thing that you can't do on this word ladder is you can't pull down the answers and check. But you're starting with this word right here. I'll read you the clues and I want you to fill this in, okay? Corn on the, change the first letter. When a person goes to work, she does her, change the first letter. To steal something, change the first letter. So all of these new words, you're going to be changing the first letter to build that word ladder up, okay? Give it a try. Now, when we were in school together, we were talking a lot about fiction, and we were talking about story elements like characters, setting, problem, and solution. This chart here is for the 3 little pigs. Now, I can move them, but you can't. So you're just gonna have to look at these pictures and decide who are the characters. Remember, characters are people, animals, or creatures. What's the setting? Setting can be more than one place, but where does this story take place? What's the setting? What's the problem? What happens to the characters to give them some trouble? And what's the solution? So take a look at these pictures here. I see a wolf, I see a pig with sticks, I see a pig with straw, and I see a pig with bricks. In this picture, I see a wolf and he's blowing down a straw house. Here, there's a little pig peeking around the corner of the fireplace and the wolf has fallen into a pot of hot water. And then this last picture, here's a straw house and a stick house and a brick house. So what do you think? Now, you're not going to be able to move the pictures, but you can look at them and decide which one of these pictures shows the characters, the setting, the problem, and the solution. And after you do this with my chart here, why don't you go and get a book of your own and see if you can figure out the story elements in your own story. One more thing for you before I say goodbye. Here's a journal that I want you to try. It says, in the spring, I like to, tell me something that you like to do, or a place you like to go, or someone you like to play with, because, and then I want you to support that opinion. So give me your opinion about something you like to do in the spring, and then support it. Tell me why, okay? Make sure your sentence begins with a capital letter. Make sure you have spaces between your words. Make sure those sight words are spelled correctly. There's no excuse for spelling those sight words incorrectly. And you must have some punctuation at the end of your sentence, okay? Do your best to form those letters correctly. When we write a capital I, we start at the top, we make a vertical down, our pencil jumps up, we go to the top, we make a horizontal, down to the bottom, another horizontal, okay? Make those letters the best that you can, okay? All right, boys and girls, I'm gonna say goodbye for now. I hope everybody had a very happy Easter and that you have a great day. I'll see you soon. All right. Bye-bye.